'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, well, actually, forget the house. We're going way further north, to the one place where nobody is sleeping right now. This is the North Pole Command Center, where magic meets machinery. To you, it's magic. To the elves, it's Operation Big Red. And this year, things were running smoothly. The toys were wrapped, and the sleigh was polished until it shone like a mirror. Chief Elf Zara marched through the halls, checking her clipboard. The reindeer had already eaten their special snack, gluten-free, high-protein magic moss. They were stretching their legs and flicking their tails, ready for the long night ahead. Barnaby checked the spiritometer 3001 last time. Everything was perfect until 5:55 p.m. Exactly 5 minutes before launch, a loud power-down noise echoed through the center. It sounded like a giant vacuum cleaner dying. Then, there was total silence. The glowing screens flickered and died. "Status report!" Zara barked, her voice echoing in the sudden quiet. "Why did the screens go dark? I need telemetry on Dasher. I need the naughty-nice ratios immediately." The command center, usually humming with life, was now cold and still. Barnaby's fingers flew across his keyboard, but nothing happened. Chief? It's the mainframe," he said, his voice trembling. The spiritometer 3000 just froze. The elves around them stopped what they were doing, gasping in unison. "Froze?" Zara yelled. "We live on an iceberg, Barnaby. Everything is frozen." But Barnaby shook his head. "No, I mean it crashed. Look, the blue screen of snow. We've lost navigation. Santa can't fly without the global positioning sleigh system." Suddenly, the sound of heavy boots echoed on the metal floor. Jingling spurs announced a newcomer. Santa Claus walked into the room. He looked jolly as ever, but his eyebrows were knit together in concern. "Ho, ho, hold on a minute," Santa said, his voice booming. "Why is the map blank? I have a delivery in Fiji in 20 minutes, and I haven't even put my boots on yet. How are we supposed to find the islands in the dark?" "Minor technical difficulty, sir," Zara said quickly. "Barnaby is troubleshooting." Barnaby crawled under the desk. "I'm trying. I tried turning the magic off and on again. I tried unplugging the candy cane cord. It's stuck. The belief levels are fluctuating too wildly." Santa sighed and rubbed his beard. "Is it the updates? I told you not to install OS Tinsel on Christmas Eve. It's too buggy. I knew we should have waited until January." He looked at the empty screens, and then at his empty hands. Imagine that feeling when the internet goes out 5 minutes before a big school project is due. Now imagine that, but the project involves 2 billion children and a flying wooden convertible. Panic began to set in. Alarm bells started ringing. Barnaby looked at his tablet. It was useless. He looked at the giant supercomputer. Also useless. Then he looked at Santa. Santa wasn't looking at a screen anymore. He was looking out the large bay window at the shimmering stars. "Wait!" Barnaby shouted, jumping up. "We don't have time to wait," Zara replied. "We have to reboot." But Barnaby was already running. "No! That takes 10 minutes. We have to go legacy mode." A dramatic gasp erupted from the elves. Barnaby reached a dusty cupboard marked, "Do not open unless Wi-Fi is down." He yanked it open. Inside wasn't a computer or a battery. He pulled out a crumpled velvet scroll and a heavy brass compass that smelled like cinnamon. "Legacy mode?" Zara scoffed. "Barnaby, we haven't used paper since the Great Fog of '84. We need gigabytes. We need algorithms." But Barnaby ignored her. He ran back to Santa and held out the old, weathered tools. "The computer crashed because it was trying to calculate the logic of Christmas," Barnaby explained. "But you can't calculate it. It's not data. It's a feeling. Santa, do you remember how to fly manually? Without the autopilot?" Santa chuckled, a warm and low sound that filled the room. "Barnaby, I was flying these skies when the cloud was just. actual clouds. He looked at Zara. Zara? Open the bay doors. Barnaby, throw away that tablet. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. Manual override engaged, Zara shouted. You are clear for takeoff, Santa. Godspeed. Santa leaped into the sleigh and grabbed the reins. Rudolph, nose to maximum brightness. On Dasher, on Dancer. Let's show them you don't need 5G to deliver a miracle. The computer screens eventually flickered back on, but nobody was watching them. They were all at the window, watching a red light fade into the stars. Barnaby exhaled deeply. I think I need a hot cocoa. Double marshmallows. Zara smiled. Make it a triple, Barnaby. You saved Christmas with a piece of paper.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. Off the screens, everyone. Time for bed.